Well, how's one, Mr. Dan Tom Ray Melly, and listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, December 20th, 2021, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone have a fantastic weekend. HBO Max has decided not to renew its Head of the Class sequel series for a second season. The show, starring Isabella Gomez, is a teacher who tries to get students into a high school honors program to pursue interests outside of academics. The cast also includes Dior Goodjohn, Gavin Lewis, Adrian Matthew Escalona, Brandon Severs, Jolie Hong and Rappaport, Jorge Diaz, Kate Beth Hall, and Krista Miller. Robin Gibbons, who starred in the original show, reprised the role as Darlene in the sequel. Darlene is now the mother of an honors student and the head of the school's Parents Association. The new comedy from executive producer Bill Lawrence and executive producer showrunners Amy Pocha and Seth Cohen was released on the streaming platform November 4th. HBO Max said in a statement Friday, "We will not be moving forward with the second season of Head of the Class. We are grateful to work with Bill, Amy, and Seth to bring back such an iconic series, and we thank them and the terrific cast for their hard work and dedication." No reason was given for the cancellation. HBO does not release viewership information. HBO Max debuted about 18 months ago. Head of the Class is only the second original program it has canceled after Generation. The original Head of the Class ran from 1986 to 1991. Google's YouTube TV subscribers have lost Disney-owned channels ESPN and ABC, among others, after the streaming platform failed to reach a deal with the media giant. The ESPN Sports Network and local ABC stations on the platform went dark on Friday at the end of the day, according to a YouTube TV service update. The update said, "We held good faith negotiations with Disney for several months. Unfortunately, despite our best efforts, we were unable to reach an equitable agreement before our existing one expired." They also added, "Our ask of Disney, as with all of our partners, is to treat YouTube TV like any other TV provider by offering us the same rate that services of a similar size pays across Disney channels for as long as we carry them. Subscribers will no longer be able to access live or local content from Disney and will lose all access to any video-on-demand content from such channels. Along with ESPN and local ABC stations, some of the other channels and VOD content that will be lost include Freeform, FX, FXM, SEX Network, ACC Network, and National Geographic. YouTube's TV monthly price will decrease from $64.99 to $49.99 while this content remains off the platform, with the $15 credit to be automatically issued in on its customer's next bill. YouTube TV subscribers were watching the Friday night NBA game between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves when the broadcast cut out in the middle of the game. YouTube TV said, "We know this is frustrating news, and it is not out of the outcome we wanted. We will continue conversations with Disney to advocate on your behalf in hopes of restoring their content on YouTube TV." A Disney spokesperson told the Washington Post that Google was to blame for their subscribers losing, quote, "access to our unrivaled portfolio of networks, including live sports and news. We have been in ongoing negotiations with Google YouTube TV, and unfortunately, they have declined to reach a fair deal with us based on market terms and conditions." The media company said, we stand ready to reach an equitable agreement with Google as quickly as possible in order to minimize the inconvenience to YouTube TV viewers by restoring our networks. We hope Google will join us in that effort." YouTube TV told subscribers they could consider signing up for the Disney Bundle streaming service at $13.99 per month to continue watching some of the Disney content. YouTube TV surpassed 3 million subscribers late last year, according to Google owner Alphabet, and since then, some of analysts believe subscriptions have surpassed $4 million, the Post reported. Hulu Plus Live TV is one of its direct competitors and had 4 million live TV subscribers as of September, according to Variety. Tina Fey, Tom Hanks, and Kenan Thompson welcomed Saturday Night Live guest host Paul Rudd to the sketch comedy show's Five-Time Club this weekend for an episode that had to be scaled down due to a rise in COVID-19 cases in New York City. The trio bestowed upon Rudd a velvet smoking jacket with the 5 on the pocket, as they explained the cast and most of the crew have been sent home due to a rise in cases in New York City where the show is taped. Steve Martin and Martin Short appeared in a pre-recorded message congratulating Rudd on his milestone appearance on SNL. There were no studio audiences, and only a few crew members were heard laughing and clapping for the stars. Thompson told viewers, "Don't worry, we'll still have a great show for everybody, including brand new sketches taped earlier this week." Faye added, "We also are going to show some of our personal favorite sketches from past episodes." Rudd joked, "It's going to be a little bit like the Beatles documentary, a lot of old footage, but enough new stuff where you're like, oh, okay, I'll watch that." This was the show's last new episode for the year. The evening's musical guest, Charlie XCX, canceled her planned live appearance, but appeared as a bird in a pre-taped sketch about a little boy holds up at the apartment store, checks out line to tell a fellow customer about a pet that went missing just before Christmas. Other new videos showed Pete Davidson discovering the true meaning of Christmas, and Addie Bryant and Kate McKinnon playing women desperate to grandchildren into a house, a home good holidays commercial. Faye and Che. Michael Che also read the jokes about current events for the Weekend Update segment in front of an exclusive audience that included Hanks, Rudd, and Thompson. Usual Weekend Update mentioned Colin Jost was not on the show Saturday. The show's Twitter feed said hours before the broadcast, due to the recent spike in the Tina Fey, Tom Hanks, and Kenan Thompson welcomed Saturday Night Live guest host Paul Rudd to the sketch comedy show's Fifth Timers Club this weekend for an episode that had to be scaled down due to a rise in COVID-19 cases in New York City. The trio bestowed upon Rudd a velvet smoking jacket with the 5 on the pocket, as they explained the cast and most of the crew had been sent home due to a rise in cases in New York City where the show is being taped. Steve Martin and Martin Short appeared in a pre-recorded message congratulating Rudd on his milestone appearance on SNL. There was no studio audience, and only a few crew members were hearing laughing and clapping for the stars. Thompson told viewers, "Don't worry, we still have a great show for everybody, including brand new sketches taped earlier this week." Faye added, "We're also going to show some of our personal favorite sketches from past episodes." Rudd joked, "It's going to be a little bit like the Beatles documentary, a lot of old footage, but enough new stuff where you are like, okay, yeah, I'll watch it." This was the show's last new episode for the year. The evening's musical guest, Charlie XCX, canceled her planned live appearance, but appeared as a bird in a pre-taped sketch about a little boy who holding up a department store checkout line to tell a fellow customer about a pet that went missing just before Christmas. Other new videos show Pete Davidson discovering the true meaning of Christmas, and Addie Bryant and Kate McKinnon playing women desperate for grandchildren in a Home Depot in a home goods holiday commercial. Faye and Michael Che also read the jokes about current events for the Weekend Update segment in front of an exclusive audience that included Hanks, Rudd, and Thompson. Usual Weekend Update member Colin Jost was not on the show Saturday. The show's Twitter feed said hours before the broadcast, due to the recent spike in the Omicron variant and out of the abundance of caution, There will be no live audience for tonight's taping of Saturday Night Live, and the show will have limited cast and crew. The show continues to follow all government safety guidelines in addition to a rigorous testing protocol. Last year, at the height of the pandemic, SNL cast members taped comedic segments for their homes. As vaccines have been widely available, the show returned to its Manhattan studio with audience members who were wearing masks and vaccinated. Rudd now can be seen starring in the TV show The Shrink Next Door and the blockbuster movie Ghostbusters Afterlife. Bounty hunter Boba Fett leads the criminal underworld of planet Tatooine in the latest teaser for the upcoming Star Wars television series, The Book of Boba Fett. Fett, portrayed by a returning Temuera Morrison, takes meeting inside Jabba the Hutt's former palace alongside his partner Fennec Shand, played by Ming-Na Wen, in the clip released on Sunday. Fett says, keep an eye on that one, about a man who welcomes himself to Tatooine on behalf of a mayor. Sean, a mercenary and assassin, responds, I keep an eye on everyone. The Book of Boba Fett is a spin-off of The Mandalorian. It's coming to Disney Plus on December 29th. Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, Robert Rodriguez, Kathleen Kennedy, and Colin Wilson are executive producing. Karen Gilchrist and Carrie Beck are co-executive producers, and John Barnicki producing, and John Hamplin as co. HBO Max is giving a glimpse of the new special Harry Potter 20th Anniversary Return to Hogwarts. The streaming service shared a trailer for the special Monday featuring Harry Potter stars Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint. The preview shows Radcliffe, Watson, and Grint and other cast members reflect and reminisce on the Harry Potter film series and the franchise legacy. Radcliffe says, the thing that scared me the most was the implication that the most meaningful thing in our lives was done, and there's something so joyous about seeing everyone and be like, it wasn't though. Watson added, when things got really dark and times are really hard, there's something about Harry Potter that makes life richer. In addition, Grint says he and the cast are family that will, quote, always be part of each other's life. Helena Bonham Carter, Ralph Fiennes, Robbie Coltrane, Jason Isaac, Gary Oldman, Imelda Staunton, Tom Felton, James Phillips, Oliver Phelps, Bonnie Wright, Matthew Lewis, and Ivana Lynch will also take part in the special. Emily in Paris star Lily Collins says season 2 provides, quote, escapism and joy for fans. The 32-year-old actress discussed the new season of the Netflix series Monday's episode of Good Morning America. Collins played Emily Cooper, a 20-something American who moves to Paris to work for a French marketing company on Emily in Paris. The series follows Emily's personal and professional life. On Good Morning America, Collins says season 2 opens in the aftermath of Emily sleeping with her neighbor, Gabriel, played by Lucas Bravo, following his breakup with her friend, Camille, played by Camille Razat. Collins says it picks up the day after all the mayhem with Emily and Gabriel, and she's left questioning whether Camille knows what happened, and now knowing that Gabriel is going to be staying in Paris. That leaves the openness for a lot of interesting dramas. The Emily in Paris cast was able to film season 2 in Paris amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Collins says it was very strange. It was welcome to come back to Paris, I will say. We were the only Americans for a long time because the borders were closed. We were so grateful for the strict protocols we had in place. We had never had to shut down. Paris embraced us with open arms. Emily in Paris does not address or include the pandemic in its storyline. Collins said, we got to exist in a world of Emily where it's all about escapism and joy and laughter, and try to remember what fun feels during the time that has been really trying and hard and dark. Emily in Paris season 2 premieres on Wednesday. Cool J, Chloe, Journey, and Carol G have been booked to perform in New York for Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest 2022, ABC announced. Broadway legend Billy Porter will co-host the 50th anniversary event and sing in New Orleans. The Los Angeles portion of the show will be co-hosted by Sierra, with feature performances by Ariel Lavigne, Travis Barker, French Montana, Macklemore, and Ryan Lewis, One Republic, and Walker Hayes. Seacrest first joined the special in 2005 after creator and original host Dick Clark had a stroke. Clark served as a co-host until his death in 2012. Today's iHeartRadio Y100 Jingle Ball concert in Miami had been canceled due to the rise in cases of COVID-19. The event's Twitter page says due to the increased transmission of the new COVID-19 variant and to further minimize any potential risk as a precautionary measure and for the safety of our staff, talent, and guests, we have made the decision to cancel tonight's iHeartRadio Y100 Jingle Ball. The lineup for the event at the Flora Live Arena included Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, Black Eyed Peas, AJR, Swati, Taylor McRae, Monsters X, Bazzi, Anita, and Dixie D'Amelio. Florida's new cases have more than doubled in 1 week to 29,568 from 13,530. The state doesn't break down cases by variant. The concert was scraped as several Broadway productions and Radio City Music Hall in New York City canceled performances because of an increase in COVID-10 positive tests. Saturday Night Live also taped its last show of the season with no audience members and only a handful of performers and crew members in the house. The episode consisted of mostly pre-taped segments, and the musical act Charlie XCX also backed out of the show out of safety concerns. Adele's Dirty is the number one album in the United States this week. Coming in number 2 on the Billboard 200 charts dated Saturday is Taylor Swift's Red, Taylor's Version, followed by Polo G's Hall of Fame at number 3, Michael Bublé's Christmas at number 4, and Olivia Rodrigo's Sour at number 5. Running up the top tier are Morgan Wallen's Dangerous, the double album, number 6, Drake's Certified Lover Boy at number 7, Mariah Carey's Merry Christmas at number 8, Vincent Guaraldi's Charlie Brown Christmas at number 9, and Doja Cat's Planet Her at number 10. And finally, the Tom Holland Zendaya superhero venture Spider-Man No Way Home is the number one movie in North America, earning $253 million in receipts this weekend, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. Globally, it earned $587.2 million, ranking as the third largest worldwide opening weekend in history behind only Avengers Endgame and Avengers Infinity War, both of which also feature Holland as Spider-Man. Coming in number 2 this weekend was Encanto with $6.5 million, West Side Story number 3 with $3.42 million, Ghostbusters Afterlife at number 40, and with $3.4 million, and Nightmare Alley number 5 with $3 million. Right at the top tier are House of Gucci at number 6 with $1.9 million, Pushpa The Rise in Part 1 at number 7 with $1.3 million, Eternal number 8 with $1.2 million, and Clifford the Big Dog. The Eternals at number 8 with $1.2 million, Clifford the Big Red Dog at number 9 with $400,000, and Resident Evil Welcome to the Raccoon City at number 10 with $280,000. Last weekend's top 10 movie grossed a total of $40.2 million. With West Side Story leading the box office with $10.5 million for the weekend. And that is the entertainment report for Monday, December 20th, 2021. I'm your host, Mr. Downtime Ray Mello. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Mello. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com like an iHeartPhone app. Search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.